All right, everyone, here we go with the Leo soap opera for January 2025. I cut the deck before I hit the record button like I do for everyone, and here's what I got. You're seeing it for the first time just like I am. I'll tell you, right when I looked at that, I thought that was a death card. I'm going to be honest with you. I saw the red and I thought death card. Wow. It's Lovers, crossed by the Knight of Cups. There he is. There's a death card. That's not surprising. I swear to you, I thought that was a death card. And that's a 10 of Wands. Somebody here in January, this person in a toxic situation is having a hard time justifying what's underneath that. The world. Yeah, somebody's having a hard time justifying not making some changes, getting out of the toxin. It's getting harder and harder. The energy is making them feel like dancing. It's time to move, right? Yeah, it's coming from deep inside, way down inside with the High Priestess there. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Leo soap opera, January 2025. Give it to me, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Leo. Roles can be reversed here, as with any reading, but definitely here because I can't tell you apart from your soul connection here, whoever this is. I keep getting the same energy each time. I don't know if you got the same soul connection with multiple people or if this is just one person. I like this person's soul, though. I do. All right, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Okay? January's energy runs month of January. I know I'm not a fucking Time Lord, so it's not just January. It's a month of January right up through about the beginning of Pisces season. All right, we cool. That's around the end of February. 21st or 20th of February, around there. Anyway, we're doing a pyramid. Top row is how their emotions are, how they feel about you. Middle is how they see you. And the bottom of the pyramid is potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. We'll clarify whatever needs clarifying. Our overall energy is Six of Pentacles, fueled, or crossed in this case, but fueled by a Six of Swords. Something feels right. Something toward you, moving in a new direction, feels right to somebody. It makes sense. Balanced energy always makes sense. Okay? When someone lies to you, they're knocking energy out of balance. It doesn't make sense. Like old Judge Judy always says, if it doesn't make sense, it's not true. Well, that's sort of it. You know, that's one of her quotes. But it's sort of it. Lies knock energy out of balance. That's why you got to keep, in order to keep them afloat, you got to keep shoring them up, right? Because it's like a boat that's lopsided. You got to keep moving stuff to the other side to keep it kind of level, but it's not really level because you're kind of forcing it, right? So it makes sense, balanced energy, to somebody to move in a new direction. And I think they pick up speed as the month goes on, all right, with that Knight of Swords there. Let's go. You ready? All right. How do they feel about you? I thought for sure I was going to look over and that video was frozen. It's the kind of morning I'm having, I tell you right now. Let's see. Nine of Swords. Well, this is how they feel about you. Look. I mean, yeah. I almost get somebody misses you here. But I realize that doesn't apply for a lot of you. In other words, you might think they don't have a right to miss you because they ran or they said you couldn't be together. But for some of you in this Leo soap opera, you never even spoke to this motherfucker. You never even spoke to this person. They were just rude, blew you off. But you knew there was something there. And you saw them. They turned around. They spied a little bit. They kept looking. Yeah. For those of you, yeah, that's driving them crazy. For all of you, somebody here is very, very up all night about it. Probably because it feels right to move in a new direction. And the energy does pick up speed as the month moves on. I get it. What else? How do they feel? What else we get here? 10 Swords. Yeah, I blew it. They feel like they blew it. But they also feel like they're ready for change. Tens of the end dead end to lead to a new beginning. Somebody feels like they blew it, but they're ready for change. It's a very pensive, somber, anxiety-filled energy. You follow? It's a very pensive, deep thought, somber, going out, taking one last look around. Anxiety-filled energy. It's this person. I mean, they're ready to check themselves in for fucking observation here. What the fucking hell? Calm the fuck down. They're ready for a change, but the change makes them anxious. It's all about you. Somebody feels like they blew it towards you, but they'd like to try again, but then that makes them anxious. It's a fucking feedback loop, you know? It's like potato chips. Well, I'll just have one more. All right, one more. Okay, one more chip. It's the salt. The salt creates a feedback loop. That's what's going on here. All right, what's going on? It's weird. What's red with the 9 of swords? What did I tell you? Come on. You know I'm not looking. Look, you can see the fucking cards. Look. It's this asshole. You know the toxin always shows up in the Leo soap opera. It really does. It's a toxic feedback loop, how they feel about you. It is everything I said. This card didn't even matter. The card that came out, the devil, is why it's happening. Because you're a soulmate. Because you have a deep soul connection. Because you have ties that bind. Because they're attracted to you. Okay? You know, I mean, that's you with the hot abs. If you're a chick, that's you with hot tits. I don't know. But they don't have that at home in the toxic relationship. Right? If it's a dude that they're with, if you person, whatever, that dude got a big old belly. Big old beer belly. He don't look like that, you know. He ain't moving like that. This guy's got moves like Jagger, right? I mean, it's wild, you know. And I'll tell you what, if it's a girl that they're with, if you know, the person, it's just they're not getting, it's not turning them on anymore. They're just thinking about you. There's a lot of all of that energy is here and more, but this is what's creating the feedback loop that I just described. So how do they see you in life, your life? When they take a look at you, how do they see you? Besides hot abs or a great pair of tits, I don't know. The Chariot, moving on. They see you moving on. They see you moving on through the soulmate cycle. I doubt they know there's a soulmate cycle, but you catch my drift. Okay, somebody definitely has figured out, oh shit, we have a soul connection here. This is never going to go away, is it? Nope, it isn't. That's exactly what I would tell that girl too. If she, Steve, can you come here? Is this ever going to go away? Nope. So you best get your lessons out of it, motherfucker, right? And get the fuck out of my yard. What the hell you doing, right? I mean, at the end of the day, they see you moving forward. And they see them standing in a field with no underpants on and crying in a swamp. Yeah, I mean, what else? 6 of Cups. Interesting. This is a separate message. They see you dealing with shit from your past and moving on from it. They see themselves in the exact opposite of being stuck, which is why the pre-shuffle, well, it wasn't really a pre-shuffle. The cards after the cut that I showed you at the beginning came out the way they did. And it's why this energy comes out the way it does, right? They want to be like you. They see you doing what they should be doing. But they're in some kind of feedback loop of anxiety here. I blew it. Which creates, and want another chance with Steve's viewer, but that creates anxiety. Somebody wants to change their life and get out of a toxic situation, but that creates anxiety, and it's all because of this. It's all because of karma, the shit in the past that they haven't dealt with. They see you dealing with it. They see you karmic debt-free compared to them, and they're jealous of that a little bit, which in turn creates anxiety. Jealousy is one of the devil-type energies. You follow? I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm laying it out for you nice and smooth here. All right, you can see the cards. You can see the abs. All right, here we go. Potential final outcome. What do you think it is? Take a guess what you think this card is. We'll see who was right. All right? Take a guess. You want me to guess? I'll be wrong. I just want to see if anybody was right. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I hope it's justice or something like that, but I have no idea what's here. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Again, they don't know what. It's confusion. This feedback loops create confusion, right? It does, even if it's the potato chip thing. You know, I mean, they create confusion. You know, you said you were just going to have one more chip. I come back, the bag's mostly gone. How big was that chip? You know, somebody here doesn't know what to do. It's easier to pick the gold ones like they always do. You're the red one. Right there. All right? I mean, we'll see. Let's clarify. The cards, the energy, the way it flows would indicate, because this is red with 10 swords, that they're all done picking this. It's likely that they do, maybe, just maybe, come towards you. The energy does pick up steam as we move through the month. All right. All right. Let's clarify. Let's grab the little light seer, which randomly at the bottom has 10 wands. I mean, come on. Yeah. Let's pull on the 10 swords. Don't worry, we're going to pull on the devil. I don't know. This is kind of justice in a way. It does indicate that they might pick something different, but there's a huge capital might attached to it. Okay, for most of you with the Leo soap opera, this person's married or in a relationship. It's a pain in the ass. People never, almost never, I won't say never, there's no absolutes, but they never, people will tell you they're going to leave, hey, I'm going to leave my spouse, yeah, just so they can bang you, because they want to bang you. It's hot. Right? But they may love you, but at the end of the day, it's expensive to do that. It's tricky to do that. There's legalities involved. You find out how unholy a marriage is when you get a divorce. I've had friends that have gone through it. It's a fucking nightmare. Even if it's good, it's still painful at the very least. You know. But this person here is ready to go. I mean, it's become the point where there's no reason for them to stay anymore. Literally, they're just like burning fumes at the end of the karma tank here, at the bottom of the karma tank. What's going on with the 10 of swords? Tell me about the 10 of swords. Yeah, I mean, walking outside in a sundress here with no underpants on and saying, screaming to the sky, it's over, I'm ready for something new, feels good to them. It feels good in the moment. But the thing is, it's real easy to walk outside and scream up to the universe, hey, it's over, I'm ready to make a change. It's another thing when you turn around and come back inside. It feels good out here, but when they turn around and come back in, the sun goes away. Okay, but it does. This person, again, it backs up the cards after the cut and everything that I said. Somebody feels it's time to make a change. But when they get back inside, oh God, no! What do I do? It's in part because of that energy. What's on top? 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's ready to start again. Almost like rewinding back to childhood, ready to start again, build it on a solid foundation, get it right, get love right, pick a red one instead of a good. They're ready. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? The 9 of Wands. But why the resistance then? 9s are the end in tarot. Yeah, I could say that. Give you some optimism. But why the resistance? I mean, you're either ready or you're not. They're ready while they're, this card backs up what I said. They're ready while they're outside. But when they get back inside, the next card, these are red, center, left, right, is this anxiety. So it's all caused by this. So let's see what's going on here. This represents the toxin in their life, the relationship they're probably in that's toxic, which is what I get for the Leo soap opera. But it also represents you and the ties that bind. Can't escape it. You know? I mean, it can... You are that bag of potato chips, you know. Just wish you could put it down. Okay, you know, they just can't. There's something about it. What's going on here? Something about the karma you have with this person. Something about the past life. Something that happened. Something of what your energy represents within the connection. And then it kind of bleeds onto their energy. There's something about that that's irresistible to this person. It's almost like I can't say for sure, but I'm just saying it's almost like in a past life, in several past lives, you were their savior in some way, right? You were supposed to be the one that saved them here. I know I say that a lot in your reading, but it's there in the Leo soap opera, I'll tell you. Why is the devil here? Tell me about this devil. Tell me about the devil. Yeah, the devil lives for this person in what it's the same thing we always get. The devil lives for this person in what they were taught their life is supposed to be. You're completely different from what they taught their life was supposed to be, right? It is. I mean, it's like somebody was taught, just as an example, somebody was taught their life is supposed to be a good family with standing in the community, and then you have kids, and you raise the kids together, and you do this and that, and that's fine, but they're completely unhappy. You live alone by the airport with Cheetos and a cat. You know, I don't know, you play in a punk band or something, you got piercings all over the place, you're the exact opposite of what mommy and daddy would like, yet all the feelings are with you. And you make this all feel toxic. It feels toxic to this person. What this person hasn't figured out, this girl right here, what I would probably tell her, aside from get the fuck out of my yard, what I would probably tell her is, you're going against your soul's true purpose, and that's why it feels like that. Your soul doesn't want to be there. You know, it just doesn't. And it's such a powerful old soul, it's tough to shut it down. You know, what's on top here? 7 of Wands. There's a, I'm going to call it a defensiveness. Why is the 7 of Wands here? Yeah, the three of Cups. That's the jealousy I talked about. I said it's one of the devil energies. It's jealousy. This person, for some reason, tends to drift into jealousy of you, probably for what I said over here and how you're dealing with your past karmic debt. It's sort of like the same way if you like to shop and you have a friend who likes to shop and you both go shopping together, your credit card is full, you can't really buy much, and them, daddy pays off their card every month, and they just always got all this, they can have some fun, but you can't keep up with them anymore. You know, they're buying, you know, big fancy name socks, and you're just getting regular store brand bullshit because that's all you can get. It's that kind of jealousy. You're not, you know, you're just, it's a resentment with a jealousy. It's a defensiveness with a jealousy, sort of a thing, you know. It's a bit of that. I think it stems a lot from the fact that because you have such a tight connection, they pick up on the fact that you've paid a lot of your karmic debt. You've grown. And you're moving on. You're moving ahead of them. They got a lot of catching up to do. When they're out here in the field, they feel like they can do it. But by the time they get home, or to my yard, it looks like that. Okay. Let's pull on the final outcome here. 7 of Cups. What does this mean to my viewers? What are they going to do? I mean, I can ask the universe to be predictable, or to be predictive, but I can't predict free will. So I think the way the energy flows, I can just save us the trouble. I think that they're probably going to, many will do something different this time. There's something different about the energy of January. People do the darndest spontaneous things. Some will react well to it and some won't. The people who are more spiritual will react well to January's energy. The people who don't watch tarot readings, think it's all hooey, think astrology is all hooey and all that kind of stuff, are going to be real pricks this month. You'll run into a lot of pricks. That's why some of the readings have come out. Don't waste your energy, right? So this person here could, you know, I mean, I think it depends. It depends what kind of a fuckwit they are. What's going on? There's also a problem here. Yeah, I'm right. It's crossed by the Fool. See? I mean, it's, yeah. The energy's there for them to pick the red one instead of stay where they are. Sure, I get it. I'm with this girl out in the field. I mean, what I'm saying to this girl over here, because we've gone backwards. We've gone from 10 swords back to 9 swords. And out here, yep, we got it. Out here in the field, right? We got it. Absolutely, yeah, you're going to start over. You're going to do something great. We get back home, and she turns into this. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? 5 minutes ago out in the field, we were fine. Now look at you. Get out of my yard. You know, I mean, it's a bit of that. So they might take a leap of faith. It depends how faithful they are. All right? This person here, there's a lot of soul. We saw the High Priestess. Where did we see a High Priestess? Is it still here? We saw a High Priestess somewhere. Well, I don't need her. I got a Hierophant and an Empress also in part of the environmental energy. So the overall energy of this reading. So yeah, I believe it. The High Priestess was somewhere. I remember seeing it. But regardless, even if I imagine that, there's a lot of soul happening here. What's going on top? 3 of Wands. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to use it as an example. Heading toward you looks better than it normally does. Okay? It always kind of looks good. This time it looks a lot better. This is not something... I think once they get in this energy, they realize I'm tired of being in this energy. They're like, I don't blame Steve for kicking me out of the yard. Yeah. I mean, we were just outside, you were fine. You can't do that to me. If I take my time to help you and you're fine, you can't go home and talk to somebody else, some other fool, put you back in this. That's just mean. You know, you can't do that. This person here, I don't know if there's another person influencing them or whatever, but when they're alone, they're fine. It seems like when they get home, they become a mess, and it's probably because they're living in old karma. It's like eating old moldy bread. You're fine in between, but then you ate more of it. You know, what's going on with the 3 of Wands? Page of Cups. Yeah, it looks better. It looks like a good idea to pick the red one. Will they? I don't know. I can't predict free will. You know, there's nothing I can do. But you understand what I'm saying, right? You know, so yeah, there's a good chance. Some of you will hear from this fucking person in January. In fact, probably more likely as we move through January. Because it picks up speed as the month goes on, like I said, with that Knight of Swords that I've mentioned a couple of times. So, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Give me one card, the crossing card. That's where we're at. That's where the Leo soap opera is. And it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? It's the holidays, somebody in a toxic situation. This person never wants to spend time with that person on the holidays. Now, all they think about is your abs or titties. Or the other. I mean, I don't know. It depends. Or both. No idea. You could be a nice tits and nice abs. I don't know. Either way, whatever. Here we go. What else the universe won't tell you? They scared. Scared. Yeah, a little bit. What's here? Ah, the moon. Fear. Crossed by fear. It's a message for you. You scare the crap out of this person. I tell you that all the time, and I every time I say it, somebody writes in to tell me how great their person. I say in the Leo soap opera, I've got an exorbitant number of like celebrity types in this particular Leo soap who are involved in this. Look, don't think, whether your person's a celebrity or they're popular or they're some kind of CEO, don't think that that makes them unafraid of things. Celebrities, in fact, I got a lot of experience with that shit. They are some of the most fearful, paranoid people you will ever fucking meet, and I've told you that a million times. But they can act. They can put up a good act like they're terrific and I've got it all together. But if that act crumbles real fast, you start asking personal questions, they start looking around all squirrely. What do you mean, what am I doing today? Why? What do you mean by that? Right? It gets all fucking, the energy starts to get all frazzled and squirrely and shit. It's weird. You know, it's what happens when you're a brand. That's what happens. That's what, you know, I mean, it is. It's just what people tell me for years I should go out for acting roles. I didn't. You know why? Because I'd have probably gotten them. My energy tends to attract. And I got high cheekbones. The camera loves me. So I'd have probably gotten them. And I don't want that shit. I don't want to be some squirrely asshole at a Starbucks. So anyway, at the end of the day, this person, whoever the fuck they are, famous, not famous, Mr. or Mrs. Confident, I don't give a fuck. They scared shitless of you. Why? Because they've never met anybody like you before. They don't have any idea how to deal with you. You're the unknown to this person. They've never dated someone like you. They never banged someone like you. They never had someone like you in their life. This is especially true if they're a popular person. They're probably surrounded by yes people, and you're one of the few that say no. They don't know how to react to it. No fucking clue, right? So you're getting this message for a reason. Maybe it just makes you feel better. Maybe it makes you feel good. Or maybe you figure out a way to get around this. Make yourself less scary. Because I can tell you, the way they see you, you taking care of business. You move forward with confidence, right? And the speed of a chariot, you're taking care of all your old karma. You take care of the past, man. You move through it. Them, they get stuck in it, you know, and they're jealous. There is that jealous resentment that came out right here with the Seven of Wands and the Three of Cups. You know, there you are living, you know. Maybe you really are living your good life and they're faking it. It could be that too. But I think it's on a much higher level in the Leo soap opera than just that. I've done my best to translate these energies for you. Let this play out. I wouldn't bother this person. It looks like they might come bother you. Heading toward you looks better than it has in a long time to this person. This is going to be a very, very difficult January for them to stay put. And it's possible for a few of you, because it's in the energy, if you look back, let's say your person's married, or they're in a relationship or something, if you look back on it, it's possible January or early part of the year, the winter months, or I guess it's summer down in the southern hemisphere. But anyway, the early part of the year they've had a lot of problems in the past. Okay, if that's the case, then it's definitely for true. But it doesn't matter one way or another. It's going to be a tough January for them to stay put where they are, because it does look mighty good. And this is nines of the end in tarot here on this Nine of Swords. I didn't tell her to get out of my yard for no reason, right? It's time. It's time to get the fuck out of the yard, get your head out of your hands, pull your head out of your ass, and get it in gear, right? Come up here and join the big boys and big girls with Steve's viewers, right? That's it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, everybody who watches. Good luck.